Hey guys, it's Aaron. Got another review for you today. Today I'm going to be talking about the film G.I. Jane. I've got my notes. Let's dive right in. So, G.I. Jane, released in August 22nd, 1997, directed by Ridley Scott, starring Demi Moore, Viggo Mortensen, Anne Bancroft, Scott Wilson, with John Michael Higgins, Morris Chestnut, and Jim Caviezel. The plot is pretty simple. It's a fictional story, but it's a fictional story of the first woman to undergo special ops training, just like the Navy SEALs do. So, like I said, that's pretty much the basic plot for you right there. Anne Bancroft and Scott Wilson have the plan to do this. They recruit Demi Moore. She, at the time, is working on computer ops, different things like that. So she was just more behind the scenes instead of on the front lines. So she goes into this, like I said, Navy SEALs training, and Viggo Mortensen is the head honcho of the whole thing, and man, he is such a good actor, but he is a tough son of a bitch in this film. He is. He's just very. I mean, you kind of what you'd expect, especially back then, as far as gender roles and stuff like that are concerned. He's very, he doesn't actually come out and say it like, oh, well, woman, women, women, but he's very, um, he's like, come on, let's see what you got. Come on, I know you're the woman now. You got to show me up, blah blah blah. And he just kind of is like that. But he does such a great job. I've talked about him in Green Book, and I'll talk about him some more, I'm sure. But man, Viggo Mortensen is just a solid actor, and this is, this I know he was in Witness way back, but this might have been the first one where I think people maybe paid attention, was like, oh god, who's that guy? Anyway, Demi Moore as well. She does incredible in this film. She, she's one tough cookie. She just goes for it, and she's, she's exactly what she's supposed to be. She's G.I. Jane. She's up there with the rest of the men, making them, look, like nothing. So good on her. Yeah, like I said, she did a great job. I was surprised to read that she was actually nominated for a Razzie for this film. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't. I'm not saying it was the best performance in the world. It might not even be Demi Moore's best performance in the world, but it certainly wasn't bad. And that's for those of you that don't know, that's what Razzies are. Raspberry Awards are presented to people or writers or whatever that get bad performances or scripts or whatever it may be, and she was nominated for one of those, and I don't get it. I don't know. Um, I don't know. Okay, fine. But when anyway, we'll leave that at there. Like I said, I don't think she deserved a Raspberry Award nomination or the award or whatever. Like I said, she won. I think she did fine. I think she actually probably one of her best roles that I've seen. So I don't know where they're talking about, but regardless, let's move on. The rest of the cast is dynamite. Like I said, Viggo Mortensen, he's just slaying it, man. He's doing what he does. And the one thing that's really good about this film is it feels authentic. It's very, I believe, the struggles that everyone's going through. I'm sure it was strenuous getting to that point, and in real life doing the workouts and all that and the training, and I'm sure it was hell going through. So it really does. It comes out in the end as a good end. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. It comes out as a good final product. There you go. That's what I'm trying to say. But no, that's the thing. And you can't, you don't expect anything else from a Ridley Scott production. His movies, he's one of those guys. He's one of those directors I always know that I like, but then I forget how much I like him, because I'll be like, oh yeah, Gladiator and Alien and whatever else, and then it's like I see the roster and I'm like, oh crap, man, he's done so many good films, like American Gangster, but I think that's just a testament, because to this one it seems a little. It's very, very good, I think, but it's also very it doesn't seem like a typical kind of Ridley Scott film. At least not that I'm used to. I'm not as familiar with his older stuff, so maybe it's a little more different in the older films. Maybe this is more of a thing to that, but for me, like I said earlier, I'm thinking like American Gangster, Black Hawk Down. There's another good one, Gladiator, early 2000s and on. So maybe, like I said, maybe this was more of a typical Ridley Scott film in the 90s. Regardless, it's great. I love it. Still, yeah, it's like I said, the fact that it was now nominated for a Raspberry, that's just beyond baffling to me. I don't get it, but whatever. Yeah, so she was nominated for that. But then on the other flip side, I wrote this down too. Viggo Mortensen was nominated for the worst fake accent at the 1997 Stinkers Bad Movie Awards, but he lost to Jon Voight for Anaconda. Now, Anaconda is another one I'm going to have to watch. I've seen it before, but I don't remember Jon Voight's voice being that bad, like the accent. And I definitely don't think that Viggo Mortensen had that bad of an accent. So I don't know what these critics are talking about when it comes to this film. I think it's a solid film. It's not the best in the world, but I mean, the things that are good about it are really good. So I don't know. I don't know where the hate is. I don't understand those two nominations and wins awards. I don't get it. I don't. I know I sound like I'm getting all flustered here, but I don't know. It's baffling to me. But for me, I highly recommend the film. I think it's good. I think it does what it's supposed to do. I think that everyone in it's good. I think it's a good film all the way around. Overall, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. So I definitely recommend checking out, guys. I really do. That last sentence sounded funny. Sorry, but got a little tongue-tied. But yeah, guys, that's all I'm going to say for G.I. Jane. Check it out, like I said, and I will catch you on the next review. Take it easy.